Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Will Moss. About to do a video talking about my first investment property, my first rental property. I got a comment from a subscriber. Shout out to that individual. I can't remember the name right now, but he asked me. He said, tell us a little bit about how you got started in real estate, and give us the details, like show us the property. Now, I can't get inside that property because somebody's in there, but I did think it was a good idea for a video to show you the property and, talk a little bit more specifically about how I got started in investing in real estate. So right now, as you can see, I'm in my Lamborghini. This car got me started doing YouTube videos because I wanted to do a video talking about something I thought might be helpful to somebody, and that is how much is the monthly payment on a Lamborghini, because at first I had it financed, when I first got it, and I wanted to kind of break that down. Check that video out if you have not seen it, but I talk all about how much it costs on a monthly basis, for the monthly payment. But anyway, so I'm making these videos now, and I'm just trying to share knowledge about what kind of things I have done, or what kind of things I do to earn a living and make enough passive income or money on the side to be able to afford a really nice car. So for you, it might not be a Lambo, or maybe it is a Lambo, but whatever it might be, there's things that you can do alongside your main gig that can earn you significant amounts of income. So for me, it was real estate. Made pretty decent living running my business, but I could never justify buying a car like this. But once I got into real estate and started saving money by investing every month, paying my mortgages every month, and then at the same time property values going up, kind of justifies me being able to spend money on something like that I really don't need, like a Lamborghini. But anyway, let's talk about my first rental property, my first investment property. Now, my first investment property was actually a house that I lived in. Yeah, I used to live there, and I sort of got started in investing in real estate by accident. Like, I didn't go around saying I want to be an investor. I didn't go around saying I want to invest in real estate. Now, I used to kind of think, when I used to walk through my first neighborhood, when I bought my first house, I used to think, man, it would be nice if one day, I owned the block, or I own a bunch of houses in this neighborhood, because then I could retire and I could have some income coming in. That would be kind of smart. So I kind of fantasized about it, or kind of daydreamed about it a little bit, but it was nothing serious. But it got serious when, so I moved out of my first home. I still owned it. I still used it, but I let some family stay there. And I moved into a condo. And I bought the condo. I bought it for like $140,000. Nice little condo here in Ohio. I'm in Columbus, Ohio. And I was like, I'll stay here for a few years, get my finances together, and then I'll buy another house. And that's exactly what I did. I stayed there for about 2007 to 2010. I stayed there. But in 2007, if everybody remembers, in 2008, the real estate and housing market crashed, and the value. So I bought it kind of when it was still high a little bit. So I bought my place for $140,000. It was a little condo, but then the property value started dropping, and it didn't really affect me because I was living there using the house, and I didn't have any immediate plans to move. But the real estate values were steadily going down from 2008 all the way until probably 2014. So what happened? How did I get into investing in real estate by accident? I I was ready to move into a house in 2010. Started looking around. And I was like, yo, this is the perfect time for me to buy a house because everything's cheap. You know, like the price of houses was low. I was like, oh, I can get into a nice house for a good price and make out like a bandit. And so I started looking at houses and everything. And I wasn't even thinking, it didn't even occur to me that when I go to sell my condo, that I'm gonna be taking a loss on that. But when I went to go list my condo for sale, realtor was telling me, I forgot what realtor I was dealing with, but I was looking at the housing prices in my neighborhood and other houses that were for sale, and the same house that I bought, the same design condo that I bought, that I lived in from 2007 to 2010, instead of going for $140,000 or better, it was selling for $90,000. So, you know, I still owe probably $90,000 on the house. So how was I going to turn around and sell something that I bought for $140,000 for $90,000? I'm not trying to take a loss like that. So I was like, you know, most people were panicking at that time. When they saw the values of their houses, they was like, you know, forget this, man, I'm not paying any more on this. And then they stopped paying the bank, and then they turned their homes over for foreclosure. And, you know, a lot of other reasons for that same scenario happening, but it was happening a lot. And so what I started to do is I started to look, how can I basically recoup my loss? And I was like lightweight panicking, like I got this house worth $90,000 and all my neighbors' houses is worth super cheap. You know, this is a crisis. But the businessman in me started coming out and saying, wait, time out. You know this house is worth more than $90,000, right? And one day, not too distant future, the prices are going to go back up because they're just stupid low. So what do you do in that scenario? Start looking to buy. You know, don't be a dummy. Start looking to buy. And that's what I'm telling myself. You know, I'm not saying that for anybody else, but I was talking to myself like, yo, this is how I'm gonna, you know, recoup my loss. I'll start buying, you know, this super cheap real estate, and then I'll, you know, balance out what I lost and what I gained from these cheap properties. And that's exactly what I did. Plus, I figured if I rent out my condo, then I can use the profits from renting it out to pay the taxes on my new home, because I don't like paying taxes, but you gotta pay them, right? So it was a strategy for me. So I was ready to buy my new home. I decided to keep my condo. We're going there right now, so I can show it to you and what, you know, where it's at, neighborhood, what it looks like or whatever. And but I'll rent the place out, and then I use the money from renting it out to pay my taxes. And that's exactly what I did. I found a property management company, because a lot of people are like, and I was one of these people too, I don't want to be a landlord. Like, I don't want to be having people call me talking about their plumbing is not working, or calling me talking about fix this and fix that. I really wasn't trying to hear that. So what did I do? I found a property management company. And if you look on Google and you put property manager in Columbus, Ohio, or whatever city or state you live in, you'll find property management companies that for about 10% of your rental income, your gross rental income, they will manage the property for you. So that's what I did. I found them at the property management company. They charged me to advertise the house to get a renter, which is about $200. And then they charged me 10% of the monthly rental income. And I rented the place out for $1,200 a month. I paid them $120 a month. And then whatever repair or maintenance fees they charged me, or they took it out of my rent. And I was off and running. So I moved into my new house. And then I got the property management to handle, you know, that property. And they handle everything, literally. So, shout out to property managers out there. You know, you guys provide good service. But I didn't have to worry about anything. I didn't have to worry about showing the place. I didn't have to worry about cleaning it up. I didn't have to worry about running credit checks on tenants. I didn't have to see a tenant or talk to a tenant. They handled all that for me. So I was like, yeah, this is a good move. Now my mortgage at the time, I think, was probably $700 a month or a little bit more than that. So so my profit wasn't so high. I was charging $1,200 a month to rent it out. My profit was only a few $100s a month. So eventually, after I got more comfortable with the properties and renting them out, I started managing the properties myself to, you know, basically earn more profit every month. So yeah, that's how I kind of got into this, my first rental property. I found a property management company. I rented my place out, you know, sort of by accident, because I didn't want to take a loss on it by selling it. And then when I became an investor, I studied about real estate and investing in real estate, and I started buying up the neighbor properties. Now we took a little pit stop here because I'm looking at how my got a new build project going on kind of close to this, you know, the property that we're talking about. I want to see what was going on. But yeah, so started buying up cheap properties when the market was down. But I studied, man. I read a really, really good book, and I'm gonna do a video reviewing that book hopefully this week. I'm gonna tell you guys all about that book. It's the best book about investing in real estate, and I'm saving the title for that video. So you're gonna have to tune in. But that book was so instrumental to me learning about investing in real estate. I bought about 10 copies and I gave them away to my friends. And whoever asked me about real estate, I said, here, take this book. And I gave it to them for free. And I'm not lying about that. If somebody got one of those books and you're watching this video, post a comment, let everybody know I gave you a book. But I read that book. I bought it on audio, iPhone Audible, so I could listen to it over and over. And I must have read that book or listened to that book 20 times. And I got more and more comfortable with investing in real estate after I accidentally got into being a landlord. So anyway, let's go look at this first house that I'm talking about. It's a nice condo, nice neighborhood. I ended up buying 4 condos in this neighborhood within that first year that I started investing in real estate. And let me tell you, this may sound crazy because the value of all of those properties now is over $100,000. But I bought 4 or 5 houses in there. Well, I bought 4 for sure, but I'm trying to think. I might have bought more than 4. But I bought one house for $25,000 in this neighborhood. I bought one house for like $40,000. I bought one house for $50,000, and then, you know, my house, which was 140. And then I bought a Lamborghini. Yeah. Nah, just kidding. I didn't get the Lamborghini until last year. I didn't get the Lamborghini until 2016. But the real estate helped me to justify buying a Lamborghini, you know. Because I started, you know, when the market started coming back, my equity in the real estate was crazy. You know, because like I said, I was buying houses for stupid cheap. $25,000, $50,000, $30,000, $40,000. And now they're all worth more than $100,000. Now I sold a couple of them. I sold 2 of them, yeah. But I still have 2 of them. So we're almost there. Bear with me. Enjoy the ride in the Lambo. It's a little bit rough. But yeah, check it out. Alright, so we're pulling up on my old neighborhood. where I bought my first condo, and I have good memories about this place. I was here for about, I don't know, I was here for about 4 years, 3 or 4 years. I had a roommate for part of that time, and he was also an entrepreneur with a .com or two, or he had probably a few of them. And we used to be, you know, in the condo working on stuff for our websites all day, all night, and you know, brings back memories of the hustle and the grind. But check it out, it's the neighborhood, man. It's still the upkeep on this neighborhood is nice. It's right by by a Target. There's a Target right there, but when they got the nice little entrance. They built all of these after I moved. When the property value started going up, they started building more houses, and that's when you know your economy is good. Price of housing starts going up, but you know, nice little neighborhood. Some honeys in this neighborhood too. But yeah, well, they built these after the market came back too. There used to be no condos, but yeah, I'm right up front here. Now I still have a tenant in this place, so I'm in this first building right here, and let me raise my car up real quick before we go over these speed bumps. All right, but I'm the first house on the corner right there. That's my spot. 306. We'll do a drive-by from behind as well. But I used to like, you know, living over here. Like I said, I remember I had a neighbor, because I used to switch cars all the time, and I always kept some kind of nice car or something. And it was a young guy, probably in his early 20s, and he lived in a condo facing the back of my condo. And he came over one day. He's like, "Hey man, I don't know what you do, but how can I be down?" And he was talking about, I don't know if he thought I was some kind of drug dealer or something like that, but I'm not. You know, I manage my businesses, and I suggest that you don't do anything just to make money. Yeah, there's the back of my condo there. You know, nice little setup back here. But anyway, I thought that was funny, man. That dude was trying to figure out how to make it happen. And there's nothing wrong with that, man, but you see your friends selling drugs or doing some illegal stuff to make money, stay away from it. You know, because honestly, there are ways to make fast cash. And there are legal ways to make fast cash, and there are illegal ways. You know, but you can't pay me to spend some time in jail. I'm not built for that, man. I'm built for using my brain and being free. Jail is not cool. So, anyway, don't do anything for money. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm trying to say that there are relatively easy and fast ways to make money too. And believe it or not, you can make fast cash in real estate. Seriously, like you can make quick money and fast money, and you can make a lot of it. But usually it takes money to make money, or it takes, you know, connections and knowing what you're doing and being smart. I'm gonna lower the Lambo back down. So what I'm trying to say with that, and this is kind of like me partaking or giving in the knowledge at this moment. But yeah, you can make fast cash with real estate. I bought a house, for example, doing flips, and like I bought a house a year or two ago, and I bought it for $118,000. and 3 months later, we were selling it for $180,000. So in 3 months, making, you know, $50,000-$60,000 is fast cash. If you know, if you want a fast way to make money, there it is, real estate. But in that case, it took money to make money. Like, I had to take my own money and work with a bank to get the money to buy the house. Then I had to have the money to rehab the house. But then I made the money. Now, if you don't have the money, you still could be a part of making that fast cash, because you could have been the person that found the house and brought it to me, and you could have negotiated with me to say, hey, I got this crib that I found for $118,000. You know, after you fix it up, it'll be worth $180, $190. You do the numbers. But I found the house. I'll tell you the details and we can do the deal. But cut me in, give me 10% or give me 15%. Could have been a fast $10,000 for somebody to bring me a deal where I can make 40. You know what I'm saying? Or where I can make 50. Because I might have the cash, but you might have the connect. And you know, and that's not to say don't bring me a whole bunch of deals, because right now, you know, right now I got my cash tied up in other stuff. I'm trying to figure out how I can get some more cash. You know what I'm saying? But hey, there are ways to make fast cash legally. So that's, you know, that's the knowledge of the day. So there it is, man. That's my first house. I wish I could have took you guys for a ride or a walk through the house. But I got a gentleman that lives there, and he's a real good tenant. And I'm not trying to disturb the dude, so sorry. But, you know, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. If you want more real estate videos, let me know. If you want more videos about the Lambo, let me know. If you want more videos about other things that I do, let me know. Because to be honest with you, real estate is not my main hustle, or it's not the main thing that I do to make money. Actually, the main thing I do is I run a .com, I run a website, and I help people get jobs and different opportunities coming out of college or going to college and stuff like that. So if you guys want to know more, man, just let me know what you want me to do videos about. Holla.